Hey, and welcome to the Toadstead. This is one of the tractors we use, and what this one is it's a Montana, blah blah. You see the number 2740. Essentially, what this is very close to a first generation LS. I guess when LS broke into the market, they just decided that LS was a little sterile sounding, so they decided to go with Montana. And I've heard good things and bad things. This tractor's been very, very good for us. The grapple and the bucket, you know, almost. If you have a tractor for a long time, we ran our Kubota, which you'll see in a bit. And hey, it was great. We didn't have anything, then we had this Kubota. But boy, when you get your hands on something that's got a bucket, and especially the grappling hook, or I guess some people call it a root hook. I don't know. I call it a grapple. That's what we call it on the farm. That makes a lot of stuff. But what this video is about is this little guy back here. So I got him in the shade. It is sunny out here this morning. This is a Harbor Freight universal 3-point hitch attachment. And man, let's just take a look at what we had to deal with. All right, now we're back here, and I don't think I'm the only one in the world that has what's fairly described as an eclectic bunch of implements. And you know, some of these things are actually older than I am. That box blade, I'm pretty sure, is. Anyway, point being, you know, we got the disc, got the plow, got the bush hog, got the box, got the cultivator. Might as well go ahead and walk while I'm doing this. And this cultivator is modified. We'll do a video on that sometime. And then this drag. And that was a homemade sprayer of some sort. The bottom line is I got a lot of this equipment actually belongs to an older friend of mine whose dad was a farmer. He's not. And when his dad passed away, well, the stuff just sat there languishing. So he decided that it'd be better for it to languish at my house, where at least it would get used and maintained and all that. And we also got the tractor. We'll see, there'll be a peek of the tractor later on. But the bottom line is, these implements weren't all bought at the same time. Actually, not in the same decade, and quite frankly, not in the same century. So when you're going from implement to implement to implement, for a long time we actually had a 5-foot crowbar, and that's before you get into little, you can see if you look at that disc, that pin right there, it's at a little bit of an angle that's not exactly optimal for putting on your 3-point hitch. So the changing from implement to implement, you know, for those of you who aren't gardeners or farmers, you know, you use the plow to break the field. Let's turn you around here and show you our peanut field, which is right in here. And so every spring we use that plow to break it, then we use that disc to disc it, and then we use this cultivator over here to make rows and everything to get ready to plant. And then we have a Covington planter that's put away because it's got wood parts, so we keep it covered up. But switching between these, and quite often it's done over the course of maybe a day, 2 days, all this gets done. It can be kind of a butt buster trying to get the 3-point to clip on there, and then get this. And that thing's actually slightly too big for these tractors, so it has kind of fun. So let's go back and take a look at the one machine. You saw a quick glimpse of it. Let's go look at it a little bit closer. Okay, so we're a little bit closer up to the machine, and you can see where the top link is pinned in right there, and then the bottom links pin through. That's what one side looks like. Then you can see the other side. But the magic happens when I can switch between literally 60 years of implements by moving this hook up and down. Now there's a way you of course can put in two. So if you're a little more if your arsenal of implements is a little bit closer to each other, you can actually put 2 pins in so this won't rock at all. I don't do it because, well, my implements are spanning, you know, enough time to collect Social Security, and not having the hook like that, it works fine. Just one, for me, 1 pin works. So that's what we have here. But the cool magic is in these handles. Now you can see that's down. Take the handle, and now it's locked the implement into place. So I can literally back up, take the handle, move it back. I can back up to any implement that width fits. That's really kind of the only fixed thing. So if you have really narrow, real wide, may or may not work for you. But all those implements you just saw, plus another bush hog, and I think there's one other implement I can't remember that I put on. Every single one has been successfully used on this tractor, this Montana or LS, what you want to call it. But it also works on other tractors. Well, this is our Kubota. It's a early 80s 30 horsepower, and it also fits on this one with no trouble at all. Right now, that's the little tool we made that's customized to tow trailers and to skid logs and lift out T-posts. It does a lot of stuff, but that part also fits on this with no trouble at all. So there you go. I don't do too many product recommendations and all that, but you know, the only problem I have found with this right now is the fact that I want another one and can't find it. Now I'm down here on the Gulf South, so our Harbor Freights don't exactly stock a million of these, and I've been waiting for one to pop up. If I needed it, I suppose I could order it and have it shipped, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to. If you can find one of these in the store or make some kind of deal where you get that price, I don't want to, it's hard to quote prices, but I want to say this one was under $200. And when I was at the local orange tractor dealer, their version, which I can't speak to what, if it'll only fit orange tractor stuff, I don't know, but it was double the cost. And while I hate having to admit it, this one here that is not made in America, this thing works. So if you're like me and have to bite the bullet every once in a while and not buy something American, at least in our opinion, this thing's well worth the money. Thanks a lot.